Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.
Hello and welcome to Inspirational Brands Make in India, a series where we put the spotlight on various business verticals that are contributing significantly to the government's Make in India mission.
Financial security is a major concern for every individual. A brand that's helping them overcome the fear of an insecure future is Tata AIA Life Insurance. Tata AIA is the fastest growing private life insurance company in the country and is ranked number 5 in the sector as per the individual weighted net business premium. Tata AIA is a joint venture born out of the partnership of two formidable groups, Tata Sons and AIA Group. The life insurance company offers various protection products and solutions ranging from term plan, saving plans, child life insurance, ULIP plans, pension plan, among others. Having its key focus on protection, transparency, innovation and excellence, the company is committed to provide the most innovative life insurance plans to meet the changing needs of customers. Tata AIA Life Insurance is changing lives with its products and solutions that are enabling, protecting and empowering its customers against any adversity or uncertainty.
Reason of choosing Tata AIA is because of the trust and credibility that the Tata brand has, and secondary the reason was they give a term plan of 40 years up to the age of 85, and they have a premium paying term of only 10 years, which is a very good and a unique concept compared to others.
The MD and CEO of Tata AIA Life Insurance, Rishi Srivastava, joined the company in early 2016. Prior to his current role, he was the Chief of Proprietary Channels, Product and Marketing Communication. In a career spanning 2 decades, Rishi has been an active member of the insurance and banking industry in India and Southeast Asia and has made immense contribution towards strategizing, setting and scaling up of viable business models and objectives in his professional stints.
And today I'm in conversation with the Managing Director and CEO of Tata AIA Life Insurance, Rishi Srivastava. Welcome to the show, Rishi. It's a pleasure to have you here with us.
Thanks.
Let's start by talking about life insurance industry. How do you think the industry has evolved over the years, and what are the key factors that have pushed life insurance penetration in the country?
Prior to year 2000, there was just LIC. In year 2000, the industry got liberalized, and then you have seen more and more players coming into the industry.
Right.
And now we have 23 players. And what this has done, it has provided consumers more and more options. I think there is a regulatory authority, AIA, which has done a fantastic job in terms of maintaining the consumer interest and developing this industry as a whole. And what I see that has made a big difference to this industry, and industry has evolved over a period of time. The penetration has gone up, the awareness has gone up, everything has gone up. But where we stand, Lata, as of now, if you look at it, there are still miles to go.
Changes in regulatory system, usage of new age technologies and other factors continue to impact the life insurance sector. How are you overcoming these challenges?
If I can answer in 3 blocks this. First, we have the shareholders. We have 2 shareholders, which is Tata and AIA, with a very strong lineage. Then the second block I put it is people. People have made a big difference. Now people, first employees, then partners, and everybody who's associated with us, even our vendors.
Right.
Then our whole strategy about partnering, following a multi-distribution approach. I think we have partnered with some of the key partners. I mean, they have made a big difference. Like we focused on getting partner. We have partnership with Citibank. We have partnership with the IndusInd Bank. We have partnership with the HDFC Bank. We have partnership with DBS Bank. Then we have a lot of corporate agents and brokers who works with us. Then third, the third comes the block which I shift now is of course the strategy. Where we have focused, I mean, given we have Tata lineage, we always think about giving it back to society as well. I mean that's something which drives the entire Tata group.
Right.
So one of the focus area has been on selling protection. How do we kind of give it back to the society? And that's where protection, I think, we all in our organization thinks is one form of protecting India and giving it back to society.
Correct. And with such a strong lineage, the venture has come a long way since its inception. So how do you think the overall journey has been for the brand and some of the key milestones that you would like to count?
I think we have covered a lot of distance. We have gone miles in this. Some of the key factors which have played a big difference, which have made a big difference out here are people, technology, consumer. I will keep on repeating that. I think our partners, our shareholders, they have made a big difference. And the whole focus on protection, that, how do we drive? The milestone is, one is the ranking, which I say, we've got AIA Best Employer 3 years in a row. We've got several awards. I mean, we've got 19 awards which are running, which have been given to us.
So what would be the top 3 qualities that you would attribute to your company's success? People.
Sorry, I'll be like a broken record, but I think the people have made a big difference. That is one. Our partnerships are truly multi-distribution partner, focus on agency distribution, focus on partnership distribution, focus on the bank assurance distribution. I think that's the second bit. And the whole focus on the consumer, on giving it back to society. How do we do that? And with all this being enabled by focus on the technology.
Would you like to talk about some of your innovative insurance solutions or products that you offer to your customers?
We do a lot of solutions on the pre-approved sales propositions which we do. In fact, what we do to our existing consumer base, when we want to upsell and cross-sell, we use a lot of technology at the back end to understand the needs of the consumers and understanding the life stage where they are, and then offering them a proposition. We have proposition for protection, we have for savings, we have for retirement benefits. So that's the kind of the proposition which we have got a full suite which is out there.
So we all know that branding is key to any company's marketing strategy. So talk to me about your brand philosophy and what are the key pillars of your branding success?
The brand purpose, what we have defined is known as Raksha Karan. Now, as the word sounds, which is Raksha and Karan. Raksha we all understand.
Yes.
You buy a telephone these days, a smartphone which we all use. The first thing which we do is to buy a kind of a cover just to ensure that protection is there. Then we put a screen cover. Then we have festivals like Raksha Bandhan, which is all about protection. I mean, Raksha Bandhan. Then we make those rangolis. Again to protect. So we took inspiration from all these beliefs and traditions, and we have evolved this philosophy of Raksha Karan, where we say, which is a natural extension of all these beliefs, is we keep protecting our loved ones with all these small acts and all these traditions. How about extending into insurance? Because insurance is ultimate form of protection, and that's where we got this Raksha and Karan. Karan is a verb which means take action against it. So we have developed this concept called Raksha Karan.
Going forward, what is your vision for the company and where do you plan to take it in the next 5 to 6 years?
My vision remains what it is. How do we become a preeminent protection provider? We continue to focus on that.
Right.
There's a huge opportunity out there to protect fellow Indians out there? How do we serve the nation by protecting more and more people? That vision states. I think technology will play a key role in the future as well.
Right. Great. We wish you all the best for your future plans, and thank you so much for sharing those valuable insights on life insurance sector. Well, that's a wrap on this segment. On the other side, we take a look at the success story of another brand that's redefining the ethnic wear in the country. Stay tuned.
From being a wholesaler to becoming one of the top ethnic wear brands in the country, Neeru's journey has been one success story. Founded in 1971 in Hyderabad, today Neeru's is a brand that signifies luxury, exclusivity, quality and prestige in the Indian ethnic wear segment. Built on the foundation of quality and affordability, the brand has redefined designer ethnic wear with its exclusive designs, fabric, tailoring and innovative silhouettes. From a small 50 square foot store in 1979, Neeru's has spread its reach to more than 25 cities in India and internationally to Dubai with more than 100 points of sales. Setting a benchmark in the retail industry, Neeru's consists of a vast product line in women, men and kids wear, showcasing quintessential fashion. For Avnish Kumar, the managing director, joining his father and getting into fashion retail was always the choice. Showcasing the true spirit of entrepreneurship, Avnish has successfully recreated the essence of Neeru's by carving a niche for the brand not only in the Indian retail market but also overseas.
And now let's hear all about the journey of Neeru's from the Managing Director Avnish Kumar, who's a second-generation entrepreneur. Avnish, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Your pleasure is all mine.
So, you're a second-generation entrepreneur. How different is the brand philosophy of Neeru's today than it was when, say, your father was at the helm of affairs?
Of course, a tough journey and a long journey. But I think personally I've taken it very hard on myself when I heard one term long time back when people always said, what got you here won't get you there. So I think that came in very strongly for me, and I think that was the key to bring a brand from Hyderabad and today pan-India or probably overseas.
What are some of those brand qualities that you've kept alive through the ages?
Oftenly when we talk about ethnic wear, there's too much of craft behind and a lot of people involved in the heavy intricacies of the embroideries or the fabrics or the weaving or handloom. So I think it's such a vast industry and so many people associated with it. Unless you value their values and you don't recognize them, I think this industry is very short-lived.
Speaking of being in the ethnic wear space, what are your biggest challenges and what's the target clientele for you? Like price point wise, what's the kind of consumer that you're targeting?
I think the simple USP of Neeru's is selling the best and the latest of ethnic fashion at a reasonable price tag. So there's been a lot of practice with us where we ensure that we give everything under one roof. And that's the practice that we keep doing in all our stores, let it be a bigger size store or a large format store or a small format store. So let it be from the 6 to 60s, everybody is a customer to Neeru's, and we do products from a 500 rupee kurti to a 5 lakh rupee lehenga. So let it be you go to the office today or you have your D-day for the wedding. So I think we cater to everybody who's into that and specifically more into the occasions wear.
So the focus earlier at Neeru's was only on women's wear, and then you've gone on and diversified into men's wear, kids wear as well. Why the decision to do that, and what's the impact it has had on the brand?
Because the brand has a huge history and everybody kept saying, "Kab wo time aayega when we can wear menswear of Neeru's, when my kids can wear a Neeru's." So I think that was the answer. Demand was clearly getting higher. So we got into accessories where we do fusion footwear, we do kids, that's under the name of Little Neeru's, we do men's under the name of Neeru's Men's, and we're still struggling to find out more things that we can imbibe in our large format stores as well. So it was an obvious choice to get into multiple formats.
Right. And how huge is the Neeru's footprint in India and abroad?
We're close to we just did our 50th store launch, and that was in Hyderabad, and we're there in more than 25 cities now with an international store first, kickstarting our first international store in Dubai. and of course planning a lot more to the Indian diaspora who are living abroad.
Okay. And in the Indian market, are you trying to focus more on tier 2, tier 3 cities? What's the sort of demand in those cities? Because today the Indian youth is pretty aspirational in every part of the country.
Right. So when it comes to Neeru's, it was quite a struggle when we were going across cities and opening stores, because we had huge amount of regional competition. Neeru's was the only brand, or rather is the only brand in India for women ethnic fashion who's gone to more than 25 cities with more than 50 stores, and actually fighting with each regional territory and the players down there, and telling people that today you can actually buy a branded sari, because a word branded sari can only be claimed when you are there across cities and places and you find that as a brand.
Textiles and apparel are an important sector as far as manufacturing is concerned. So what do you think needs fixing? What are the biggest challenges as far as manufacturing textiles and apparel is concerned that you think the government should be focusing on for the success of Make in India?
The only push that we need as part of being India is giving the right kind of support to the root of textile industry. That comes from the manufacturers end, understanding their lingual, understanding their educational capacities, understanding their needs in terms of basics, and of course the taxing, where we can actually talk about certain exemptions when you talk about handlooms, or when you talk about khadis, when you talk about banaras, when you talk about kanjivarams. So there's a huge array of weaving or textiles available in India.
Correct.
So basically my intention would be to give the most to the weaving sector, where it's very minimal today, and as much as we can do for the weaving, that is going to be the monopoly of India.
Talking of skill sets, is it tough to find skilled labor today?
Right education and right direction to those people who are actually spending 24 hours of their day in the production of textile in India, I think that's missing. If once we get that through a lot of motives, I think that can be sorted.
Right. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the brand promotion that you do as well. You've always been roping in Hindi cinema actors. How has that panned out for you? Sonam Kapoor is your newest brand ambassador.
Right.
Why her, and what's the impact it's creating for the brand?
We were lucky to be a part of getting on board a lot of Bollywood names to our brand and the kitty, but I think the recent being Sonam Kapoor's on board, and she's